Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We got a bunch of parts, so let's get stuck right in. Right guys, so as you can see, got the engine crane out. I did say I was going to take the engine cradle thing away. So what I got the gearbox hooked up down there, purely because, as I said, it was too low last time, and I'm thinking with this chain I'll be able to angle the gearbox a lot better. So I'm going to struggle away with that. I've also got the plenum off because I sold the old injectors, the old turbo, a bunch of stuff. So we're going to be putting new injectors on and getting that all back together too. But first, this bad boy. Okay guys, so after a lot of messing about, the gearbox is now back in. So I got it all in. Obviously there's no subframe in at the moment, so the engine is a bit swingy, but I've got more of an idea now how much space I've got for everything. Obviously it looks like a complete mess now because the wires are everywhere. What I do want to do, I think, before I go any further, is bleed up that clutch and just make sure, get a wrench on the crank, turn it over, press the clutch, see if it disengages, you know. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that next, and then we'll move on to some injectors maybe. We'll see. Alright guys, so got to the point now where I got the new 1000cc Dashrex injectors in. Literally just got them all greased up. Just gonna pop them in. I have got my return line fitting tightened up, as you can see down there. The feed I have to do afterwards. It's always a bit of a mission, that. But yeah, that's how you get it neat, I guess. And come on. Yeah man, get in there. What's going on? There we go, that looks better. That looks more like it. Cool, all done. Okay, and that is that. All the injectors are in. Got the fuel roll on, got my piping done, as you can see. All this stuff's usually hidden, so you never usually see any of that. But yeah, that is it for the sort of fuel side of things. I do need to get rid of all of this because I am getting rid of that brake booster, and I'm putting my brake booster part coming around this side and going into the bottom of the plenum. So going to be bunging that side of the plenum. Yeah, I think we're doing quite well here. Obviously I can't really set up the turbo and manifold and stuff yet because all of this is in the way, so I need to start pulling loads of stuff out. So I think what we're going to do is I am probably going to call it for today. Weather's getting pretty crap. Maybe the next thing we should do, put the subframe on, not fully bolted up but just loose. I need to get an upgraded anti-roll bar and upgraded front arms for it. They are at a mate's place, need to collect them. So I think that's the next thing we'll do. So I'll see you when I see you. Right guys, so I'm back at it again. Good few days later. Weather's much nicer today. It was pouring down for the last few days, so I've been sleeping. But I did manage to get a few things tidied up on top here. As you can see, I pulled off the, it's a bit bright, but I pulled off the engine bracket there, and I've cleaned up all this wiring that I'm no longer going to need. VAP wiring, brake booster, solenoid, not going to use any of that anymore, so that needs to be tucked away. Sort of cleared out some stuff on the back and got myself some access all around, just to sort of make things ready, because what I think I am going to do today, for a bit of motivation, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all the oil out, and I'm going to drop all the coolant out, and then I'm going to pull off the water neck, because I have already sent off the other water neck that I had modified, chopped, and shortened. So what I'm going to do, as I say, for a bit of motivation, I think I'm going to get all the fluids drained. I'm going to see if the manifold fits. I want to get the manifold in so I can just eyeball sort of any heat management I need to do, any wires or anything that I need to move, basically check all the clearance all around here. I mean, we've got like aircon piping and stuff here that I have to worry with. Obviously my heater matrix pipes are going to be a pain in the butt, and they are going to be right in the way, but I'm going to just silicone those and go straight down. I've got a plan basically. Yeah, I think so. What I'm going to do is get into my mechanics clothes and crawl up underneath and just get the fluids bled in this thing, and then I will catch you up once it's all done, once I've removed this here, and then maybe I'll bring you down to just have a look at the water neck when I remove that too. We can have a bit of a look at that. Cool. Okay guys, so the manifold is in, and I must say it was tight. Obviously you can see there's a couple of scrape marks, witness marks here on the aircon pipe. It was tight getting it down, but it's underneath all the aircon pipes. It clears everything. The drain from the scuttle I am going to need to mess about with, I think. And obviously I knew the parts from the heater matrix. Oh, let's see if I can even get you to see the parts from the heater matrix are running basically straight into here. Those I knew I needed to change, but hey, it's so bright in here, I don't know if you can even see, but everywhere it's looking good. It's looking like it's going to clear. I'm going to have loads of space here. So I think maybe what I might even do is get the turbo on there, see what it looks like. Let's have a look. Okay, so after the manifold, couldn't help myself, chuck the turbo on. So just clock the inside so it's pretty much flat. It might have to be clocked a bit more. Obviously the front needs to be clocked further down because that outlet pipe's going to be going straight down. I'm going to have to move all my catch can and stuff, but I knew all of that. But yeah, it's looking good. I must admit it's pretty tight here by the gearbox mount. There's probably about, I can just about fit my finger in between the two of them, so there's enough of a gap. But I am going to anyhow put some sort of a turbo mount from here to here, just to hold it up a bit more, because I don't want too much strain on the manifold, because the manifold bolts could snap, and also the manifold can crack after time. But yeah, I am super stoked with that. Maybe I'll go get the wastegate quickly and put it on. Right guys, so there it is. That's everything done, everything in, all clears. Quite happy about that. But one thing the one thing I'm a little bit worried about is going for the down pipe out and down there. Now I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can get the brightness. The clutch pipe goes there, and this is actually a hard pipe, so that is really in the way there. There is not, as far as I can see, not going to be enough space to fit 3.5 inches down here without moving that. So perhaps I can see it's got a little mount here. I don't know if you guys can even see that, so perhaps I can take it off the mount and move it further back, because it can probably push a bit further back. Such a stupid design though, it comes out there and then comes into a big loop. How dumb. I mean, maybe I could get that modified and get a new fitting put on up here, and then just connect that to there or up here. But let's have a think about that. But I am happy. That is looking real snazzy. Okay, so we've basically reached a point now where we can't do anything else too simple, put it that way. Next up, the things we've got to do is obviously put the subframe back in. We've got to put the new anti-roll bar in. We've got to put the new lower arms in, all polyboshed. Got to do all that. But all this is held up by one thing. I'm going to replace some seals in the transfer case because I got a little bit of a leak there. So that's going to be done next. Get that done, then get the subframe in, then start getting everything back together. Then I can start doing all of the part work, the water and the oil part work for the turbo, and getting closer to, complete. So what I've also got to do, I didn't connect up the gear selector bracket and the clutch bracket, because judging by the space that's down here, I think I'm going to have to do something with that. But that is all yet to be seen. I need to, as I say, get new seals in that transfer case. I need to get the subframe up, just so I can eyeball everything and see where everything sits, and just make sure nothing's rubbing and all that kind of stuff. But we're getting close. We're getting really, really close to actually being finished here. It's gone a lot smoother than I thought. The gearbox and clutch stuff was a pain, but got it done. on my back with an engine hoist, you know, so it's doable. Anyone can do it. But I'm not going to bore you anymore. I'm going to call this one here, and yeah, prepare myself for the next slog, because it's going to be some interesting stuff, I think, some tough stuff. So once again, thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, share it around, you know the deal, and I will see you in the next one.